games, but I just haven't, really sat down to look at stuff. So there you go. But before we get to any of that, I've already got this pinned in both chats. Okay, ladies and gents, we are at 79 out of 80 support goals hit. You guys have been absolutely amazing this week. We have hit support goals almost every single stream. We missed 2, but then we doubled up. So we caught up last night, and now we're at 79. So that means that right now on this very stream, if we hit a support goal by 2 p.m. Pacific time, and I'll explain why in a second, we'll be doing DSP Tries It Red Robin for the very first time. I'll be ordering special nachos. I'll be ordering some kind of a burger with a side and a special drink as well. They have a summertime drink that I want to check out. So I'll be doing all of that. Now, you might say, well, wait a minute. Why, what, 2 p.m.? That's weird. Why do we have to hit the goal by 2 p.m.? Aren't you streaming later than that? And the answer is yes, I'm actually streaming until 4 p.m. as usual. I'm not cutting the stream short or anything. But the reason that I need to know by 2 p.m. is very simple. If we're not getting Red Robin today, my wife has to cook dinner. And she already has everything lined up to make like a baked chicken dinner, but it takes a while to make, so she needs the time to do it. Therefore, we need to know if we're doing Red Robin or not. If we are, then she's not doing that today, and we're holding off. But if not, she has to start work on dinner, you see? So, if you've liked all the content that I have done over the last week, you like the fact that I toughed it out in Doom Eternal, and I played on the ultra-violence difficulty, and I never changed the difficulty, despite what moronic idiots on the internet were trying to say. They do it every time, too. Every single time that I play a game that's known to be difficult, but I'm actually beating it and doing well, they say things like, oh, he changed the difficulty behind the scenes. That's why, you don't know, he made it easy mode. They're functional idiots. You know what I mean? Like, they can't tie their own shoes. They probably can't wipe their own asses. But they're so dumb that they believe this nonsense. They actually think, oh, yeah, Phil just, behind the scenes, he changes the difficulty of every game, so it's an easy cakewalk for him. First off, if I did, it wouldn't matter. Do you understand? I can play a game however I want. I'm not in competition with anyone. I wasn't in a speed run challenge. I wasn't trying to prove that I was the best Doom player on the planet. So I don't actually see what the point is. There is none. But that's the thing. They try to hyper-focus on little innocuous, meaningless things and act like they're important and then exaggerate them to make a mountain out of a molehill. You get it? So even if I was playing Doom the Dark Ages and I said, I think it's too hard, I'm going to dumb down the difficulty so I can do it, it would be fine. But no, of course not. Oh, Phil changed the difficulty. So yesterday, it was actually Morning After Kill, who's in the chat here, who had said, Phil, can you show us the difficulty? And I showed everyone I didn't change it. And then all the narrative falls apart. Now, does anyone get taken to task for lying about that on the internet and saying that Phil did that? Of course not. That's fine, because it was Darkside Phil, so we can all just say whatever we want about him. And then when we're proven wrong, we're already on to the next thing that we made up, right? So, no, I didn't dumb it down. I beat it on the harder difficulty. I didn't take too long to beat it. Like people are like, oh, he's going to take like an hour on the final boss. No, I would say the next to last boss was actually quite challenging because you had 3 phases and you had to learn a lot of like timing and phases of the fight. But for the most part, I liked it. And I'll talk about this. I'm going to do like a final thoughts review now on the show to let you know I didn't have any issue really with any of the final bosses or anything like that. I actually thought it was quite well done. So yeah, we wrapped it up, and because of that, I'm happy. It's a big challenging thing to do. And it's kind of relieving now that it's over and we can have more relaxing times for the next week or so, There you go. Morning After Kill says you took your lumps, you got fucked up a bit, but you made it through the gauntlet of bosses. Fair enough. That's a fair description right there. Certainly, I didn't coast through and one-shot it, but at the same time, I learned, I adapted, I persevered. That's the true value of playing a difficult game and actually winning, is you learn and you persevere, right? Right. And then you feel like you accomplished something. Sometimes if you just coast through something that's difficult with no real adversity, no challenge, you just beat it, like one-shot it, it doesn't really feel like you really did much, right? It's more like you're faced with a challenge, it is tough, and so what you do is you Take your time to slowly learn what you're supposed to do. You adapt, you get better at it, then you win. Then it feels like you've accomplished something, right? And that's how it felt beating those bosses. So probably why I liked it so much. We got some support coming in. I want to double check. Let me take a look at some stuff here. What the heck is this? So let me get this straight. This person is rebroadcasting me on their channel right now. No exaggeration. They're rebroadcasting me in a negative way. They also apparently rebroadcast Review Tech. They rebroadcast Ethan Ralph. Yeah, they rebroadcast a lot of people. And now they're going to gift memberships. Well, I mean, is this your way of, I guess, purchasing your ability to make fun of me? I'm just curious. This guy's name is Hausmeister. Like, he's literally rebroadcasting the podcast right now, which, by the way, is illegal. You can't do that. Without express permission, you cannot live rebroadcast someone. It just is illegal. It's copyright infringement. Okay? So, here they come. I mean, I can't stop these memberships from coming in. But considering that this guy rebroadcasts me illegally in a negative way, you know, can you even trust it? Or are these fake? They're probably fake. Do I accept his apology? What apology? He didn't apologize. He's broadcasting right now. I checked out his channel. It says he's live. Yeah, are they trying to purchase a restreaming license? Who is this person? Are you in chat? I want to get the story. This is interesting. This has never happened before. This is Hausmeister. Hausmeister, speak up. Speak up in chat. I want to hear your story. I want to know why you're here. I want to know why you're rebroadcasting me, and I want to know why you sent me these memberships. I want an explanation, and then I'll make my decision on what I'm going to do. But you must speak up. The king commands and demands a response. Anyway, while I'm waiting for them to respond because they haven't yet, there's a couple tips to shout out here. We got a $1 tip from Big Larry Gaming. Are you or your wife going to play Fantasy Life? I played a couple hours of it. It seems to be a good chill playthrough. Even if you don't play it on stream, I would recommend it. What is Fantasy Life? I don't think that rings a bell. Is that new? Fantasy Life? Fantasy Life The Girl Who Steals Time. The game is incredible. A slow life RPG. You freely switch between 14 unique jobs. Did it just come out? It's on Steam. It literally just came out like a few days ago. 2 days ago. Huh. Really? All right, I will. We were already going to check out a bunch of game stuff today. So I will, well, maybe we'll watch that trailer, Fantasy Life. I'll check it out. I already had like 3 other trailers to watch today, so we'll see. Thanks for the recommendation. Okay. King Ferb says, I went to the channel. It is a trollish person, but these are legit memberships, and he's being made fun of in his own chat for doing it. Well, that's messed up. Listen, anyone can spend their money however they want. If this person is restreaming me illegally, but then decides, hey, I want to drop some subs or memberships or whatever it is, they have the right to do that, and anyone who criticizes them is a lummox. That's correct, a lummox. All right, if they're legit, I guess I'll count them. So 5 gifted memberships from Hausmeister. I certainly don't appreciate rebroadcasting live because that steals viewership. It really is bad to do that. But at the same time, you did actually contribute, which is kind of nice that you did something to say, hey, I'm taking your content, so I'll pay you for it, right? We'll count them. 5 gifted memberships. That's $15 of support. We'll add that to that tip, so now we're up to 16. Thank you. Okay. You have purchased a Restreaming license today. There you go. How about that? You can officially purchase a pre-streaming license from me for the low, low price of $15. How about that? Anyone who pays $15, you've officially purchased a Restreaming license and you are no longer a criminal. As so, the king's edict, $15 must be paid as a tie in order to restream the king. How dare you? If you do not purchase a Restreaming license, you're in violation of the royal law. And therefore, I will send the knights to your house, and they will shove their lances up your assholes. It is daily, correct. Daily, $15 Restream license. And you can blame Hausmeister, because Hausmeister decided to gift the 5 memberships for it. So it's Hausmeister's fault. $15 Restream. You must purchase. There you go. Anyway. All right. So, there you go. Another tip came in. I got a $3 tip, an anonymous tipper. Do you have a favorite voiceover for a game you did? I think your Undertale is most memorable. So, you mean like when I did voice acting for a game?